What?
Welcome to the inaugural Does It Bite podcast. I am here with Michael Askew. He is the director for Bug Tech. I'm Stephanie Fox, and we are so excited to be here with you all. This is the start of what we hope will be a fun and entertaining podcast about all things pest control, pest prevention, how to identify bugs that you may have in your home, what are the risks, what are the dangers, and I really love that we've called it Does It Bite, because think about it this way. You have a pest in your home or a rodent, and what's the first thing almost every customer wants to know?
Does it bite?
Does it bite? Right. So ultimately, the idea behind this is that we have a little bit of fun. You learn a little something on the way, and you get to know a little bit about Michael, who really is all things bug tech. And so just to launch us off, Michael, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Michael Askew. I've been here at Bug Tech for about 8 years. I've been in the pest control industry for about 15 years. It's been a passion of mine. We have a lot of fun killing stuff. When everybody asks me, what do you do? I said, I kill stuff for a living. I'm a licensed assassin, and I'm here to kill stuff for you in your home or in your business. So that's what I do. We have so much fun doing it. It's a great opportunity to serve people. And I've been here doing this, and it's just been such a great experience. We are licensed in so many different things here at Bug Tech. We're licensed in pest control, of course, and in termites. We're also licensed in vertebrae in New Mexico and pest in New Mexico. We're licensed for L&O treatments, which is lawn and ornamental, that you treat for weeds and stuff like that. We're licensed in agricultural applications as well, so range and pasture and rangeland, we do that as well. So we do a lot of stuff here at Bug Tech, and we do a lot of killing.
Yeah, so there's never a dull day, is there?
You know what? I wish there was one sometimes, because it can get a little bit stressful because something new pops up every day.
Well, we'll talk a little bit about that, because I am sure you have seen everything imaginable. What are some of the crazy requests that you get? Some of the outrageous or outlandish pest issues that you've encountered over the years?
Oh yeah, there's been some times where I'm just like, you know what? Let's have a calm day. Let's just have a calm day today, and it tends to not happen. We get calls for stuff that we're just like, okay, let's go get it.
Like what? I want to know. Can you think of something? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Oh, that's all right. We've
already thrown the script out the window, but I want to know because I think it's fascinating.
Oh, yeah. One, we had 3 raccoons in a chimney. And, raccoons isn't a big deal for us. We can trap them, it's not a big deal. But these 3 raccoons were in a chimney, and the chimney was about 30 feet high. So my service director, Brent Nelson, and I, and our wildlife guy, we went to go get it. Well, those raccoons were very crafty. One of them, we tried to shake them out the chimney as best as we could. One of them took off out of the chimney. Okay, cool. That's fine.
One down.
Two
to
go. So we get in there, and the fireplace is in the master bedroom. We close all the doors and everything, and we get in there and we start moving stuff around, trying to get this raccoons to start moving. We're sticking stuff in there. Well,
that
one
sounds
of them,
super professional. You have to be licensed to stick stuff like that up a chimney.
Yeah. I mean, pest control is
you do what you got to do to solve the problem, right?
It is. So we got one raccoon out. Well, that raccoon took off around the room. We're literally chasing it around the room, and it's pooping everywhere, and we're just chasing this thing. So we finally got it. Brent grabs it with the noose, and he takes it and shoves it into a cage. Got it. Well,
but you didn't hurt the raccoon.
Oh no.
That's important, right?
No. Yeah, we're very careful
Okay.
with raccoons. But anyway, so we get there and we're ready to get the third one. The third one will not come out of that chimney. It goes up and down the chimney.
Now, can you see it? Like, are you looking up and you can see it?
Yes, there's a little ledge in there, and it's just sitting there.
So he knows you're after him,
yeah.
and he's, I'm sure, panicked.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So we worked and worked. We spent an hour trying to get that raccoon out. So we finally get the raccoon out, and it's running around the room. Same thing. We're running around.
Now,
running.
do raccoons make? Is he making noises? Do they screech or?
Yeah, it's like a screechy noise, and it's just slamming into everything in the room. So we
What's the
finally
one in
did.
the cage doing this whole time?
Watching and laughing at us.
Okay.
So, so we finally get it. We get
Okay.
it in the net. Brent grabs the noose and he goes to put him into the cage, and it like Spider-Man's. And it would not go into the cage. So Brent is like, "Ugh." And we finally get it in there. Customer's extremely happy. We don't have raccoons anymore. We're like, okay, cool. So we take the two that we have to a property owner that lets us release it onto their property.
Oh, good.
So we take it, and Brent goes to open the cage. One of them shoots out. Awesome.
Gone. He's gone.
Awesome.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, great. He go find other raccoon buddies. The other one, the one that was giving us trouble, we open the cage. He actually tries to grab Brent and tries to bite him. Does it bite? Raccoons do bite. So he tried to grab Brent, and Brent just like shoves him back into the cage. Well, Brent opens it up and he takes off. Well, he takes off but runs back underneath my truck.
Oh my God.
And we're like, okay.
So raccoons really do have personalities.
Oh, yes,
Not
they're
all
the-
raccoons are the same, is what I'm learning and hearing.
Yeah, they're the bandits of the forest. They have the little bandits, So, but anyway, so we say, okay, the raccoon is gone. We jump in the truck, and we're very far away, very far away. So we drive back to the shop. We put the truck up. Well, that night, I'm getting notifications from the alarm company in the shop. There's movement inside the shop, and I'm like, what's going on? So I drive up here, open the doors. All the doors are locked. The raccoon hitched a ride on our truck, just Mission Impossible on our truck. And it's like walking around our shop, eating food, that food that we use for bait and that stuff. And he's just walking around the shop. So we had to catch it again.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was interesting.
The raccoon that just never wanted to leave, I suppose. That's hilarious.
He said, I'll get y'all back. I'll set your alarm off 50 times a night. Yeah.
Isn't that funny how they have really different personalities
Mm-hmm.
and characteristics? One of the things that I think is so interesting when we talk about just general pest management that I have learned from you is that to be effective at what you do, you really have to understand that animal behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And this job is so much more technical than just walking in a house with spraying whatever you spray and moving on. So talk a little bit about sort of the knowledge that you have to be really good at what you do.
Yes, ma'am. So every year to hold our license, we have to have re-education credit, so continuing education credit. So we have to have that every year, so to maintain our license. But not only that we do here at Bug Tech, we actually go beyond that. We actually go teach our guys the new stuff that's coming out. So we have vendors that teach us so much stuff.
Cool.
A lot of our vendors have education courses, education classes that we take advantage of. So we like to teach our guys, like you said, behaviors. Not every raccoon's the same. Not every roach is going to act the same way. Not every rat is going to go through the same way into a house that, you're used to having. So you really have to know behaviors, the mindset of pests.
Right.
Because if you don't know the mindset of pests, they're going to run all over you and laugh at you like that raccoon did with us.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. So, pest control is not super glamorous. I don't know that anybody grows up and says, I'm going to be a pest control technician, but the job that y'all do is really important. So, talk a little bit about why you do what you do and the impact what you do has on customers and on the community every single day.
Well, I know personally, the reason why I do what I do is because I care so much for people.
Yeah.
Pests can bite. Pests can bite. Pests can cause allergic reactions. Pests can even kill people, and it's all about helping people out. That's why I do what I do. And it's pest control. You kill roaches and you kill ants, but there's so much more than that. It's so much deeper than that in what we do. And I believe my guys feel the same way. We really want to help the customer out. We want to help people out, and when you're getting yelled at by your wife because you didn't take care of that mouse problem, because that mouse is still running around the house, that's where you call me, and I'm there to help the husband. I really am there. I'm there to help you out. And when the wife calls and she's like, I have a roach in my garage, and I can't go in my garage.
Because people are genuinely have phobias, and whereas a roach isn't going to bother me, there are some people who literally cannot look upon that or take a step.
Oh yes, my boss is one of those people.
Oh really?
She cannot stand flying insects. She lets me know.
I never knew that.
Yeah. So when we talk to her, you could tell her, say, yeah, I heard that you're afraid of flying insects. And Michael has to come save your life all the time. And, I do. That's what I do. I just care for people, and that's what it's all about.
Well, I love that you said that, because I think the other part of this that is really critical is a pest control technician, and I know we are at Bug Tech, is you really have to have empathy, because, you can't ever discount someone's real genuine fears or concerns or phobias, and it's embarrassing sometimes, the bugs that you might have in your house. So empathy is really crucial.
It is, because when you're dealing with someone like a bed bug infestation or a German roach infestation, that's kind of an embarrassing thing, and when we go in, we talk to the customer, we let them know you're not the only one dealing with this. You have bug tech in your life now. We're here to help you out, here to take care of you. That's one less thing you need to worry about. Let us deal with that. You deal with everything else that's going on in your life, with the kids, with cooking dinner and all that stuff. Don't worry about the bugs. We're here to help you out. And we understand what's going on. We see it every day, what happens, and people start losing their minds because, they have this problem, they have that problem. And we say, let us handle it. Don't worry about it. We got your back. We're the Superman of this situation for you. So let us handle it. You don't have to worry about a thing anymore.
Well, I love that. So, Michael, tell us a little bit about your team and some of the personality types that make this work really well. Because, we want to get to know all of you a little bit.
Okay. So, of course, there's me. I'm the director of Bug Tech. But then I have my service manager, Brent Nelson. Brent Nelson is a knowledgeable guy.
Yes, he knows a lot.
Yes.
I rode with him my very, very first week here, and I was shocked. I kept thinking, you have to be one part Superman, one part empathetic, and then you have to be sort of one part chemist, just the chemical portions of what you do. I was shocked and amazed when he was sharing that with me.
Oh yeah, when I get that customer that's like, well, tell me about this and tell me about that, I just release Brent.
There it is.
I just release him, because Brent says all those big words that I can't pronounce. And, he's just like, well, let me tell you about this chemical, because this chemical does this. I'm just like, dude, cool.
Too much.
Yeah.
We love that you're good at what you do, but too much.
Yeah, and he's just that type of guy. He's so knowledgeable. He's been here for 13 years with the company, and he's just an awesome guy.
We'll have to have him on. Can we pull up a third chair? We have a third person on here.
Yeah.
We'll have to have Brent on, and we'll have to demonstrate, let you know.
Yeah, it'd have to be a longer podcast too.
But you've got Brent, and then how many other technicians?
I have 3 other technicians.
Okay.
One is Adam Guerra. He's our top technician.
Yeah.
Super compassionate guy. He's the most empathetic. He's the shoulder to cry on.
He's very quiet too.
Yes.
But yeah, he's sweet with customers.
Yes, and then we have Tiger Woods. We call him Tiger, but his name is Mark Wilson. He just looks like Tiger Woods.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's the type of guy that would do what it takes to get the job done.
Isn't that great?
Yes, ma'am. And then we have Cody. Cody is our Amarillo technician.
Okay.
He's our cowboy. He's the one that goes against the snakes and all that stuff.
The wildlife.
Yeah, the wildlife stuff. Yeah, I let him do that.
The real danger. The one who's not afraid to get bit.
Oh no, he's not afraid at all. He's a bull rider, a bullfighter. He rides horses. He gets down into it, and it's fun that he's in Amarillo, but when we need him here, he's on his way here.
That's
so
awesome.
so we're very versatile. So my crew is awesome.
I love that. So you have a little bit of everybody. So just a really good mix.
Yes, it has to be well-rounded.
Yes.
Because if not, you can't just be focused on one thing, because if you focus on one thing, all these other things get kind of lost in the mix.
Yeah.
But when you have so much diversity, you can do so much more. It can help the customers so many ways. So that's why, we hire the way we do. We make sure the personalities work and make sure that our customers are always taken care of.
That's fantastic. All right, so we're going to wrap this up because I promised we wouldn't go too long because, I could talk all day.
Oh, yeah, me too.
But tell us, so Does It Bite? We're going to release an episode every week. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about all things bugs and pests, and we're going to talk about animals and insects that are very specific to West Texas, to the Texas Panhandle, eastern New Mexico, because all bugs are different depending on where they are and what their behaviors are. Mm-hmm. So, Michael, what else, before we wrap up, can we expect out of this podcast this year?
Well, I hope it's interesting, and I hope people watch it because I'm funny.
I think you're hilarious.
My wife doesn't, but that's okay. I still love
That's because
her.
I only see you a few hours a week. That's probably why I think you're so entertaining.
Yeah, she's just like, oh my God, Michael. I get
Too
that a
much.
lot. I get that a lot.
That's
So
funny.
so I just hope everybody enjoys it, that we can teach something.
Yeah.
And be, entertaining and have fun. And, that's who I am. I just like to have fun.
Well, I think this is going to be fantastic, and we appreciate you all for tuning in. If you have questions, if you have comments, if you have ideas for the podcast, we'd certainly love to hear from you. And I would say that's a wrap for our first episode of Does It Bite?